Hello everyone, welcome to our Timeless Sunset Tarot. Now this is a general reading and it is open to all zodiac signs, so just take what resonates with you. It is also timeless, so anytime you find yourself watching this video, there might be a message here for you. Now let's try to see what is the main energy at the start or at the end of the day. Okay, at the end of the day. Now we have here the Two of Pentacles. Right now you're very busy balancing things, okay? And it's affecting your emotions right now. So try to see. Maybe you have a lot of things in your plate right now that you are trying to juggle or trying to balance at this time, no? And it's taking a lot of your attention that somehow it's starting to cause some emotional waves within you. And you need to maybe reassess your situation at this time. Maybe there are some of those things that you are handling right now that you need to let go, so that you will be able to maintain peace within you. So I think one of the things that will somehow, one of the indications or one of the things that will help you decide whether you should declutter a little some of the things that you are holding in your hands right now is to try to see whether you are able to maintain inner peace. If you are able to maintain inner peace, then it's okay. So somehow it's like also when you juggle these things, you need to balance between your inner world and your outer world. You see here, the juggler is dancing on concrete soil. So in a certain sense, he is not completely grounded at this time because one leg is grounded on the concrete and the other is lifted. So he's able to still maintain a certain balance, but not completely grounded. So in a certain sense, because you have many preoccupations at this time, so you are still able to remain grounded, but there is the danger of losing that balance. So try to see. Maybe there are certain aspects in your life right now that you can somehow entrust to the care of others. Maybe you can also even ask help from others. Just make sure that you have time also to bring peace within you. So it means you need time to nurture yourself. So maybe you need to organize your time so that you'll have time for work, but at the same time you have time to rest, time for your relationship with the people who are important in your life, and time for you to recharge. Because if you constantly work and work and work, it's like an engine that keeps on running. Sooner or later the engine will overheat. It's the same with you also. If you are not able to balance between rest, self-care, and work, there will be a danger that there might be illness in the future. So right now, while you are still in control of the situation, maybe it's also time for you to see if you can lessen some of the things that you are handling right now by entrusting it to people whom you can trust, or maybe you can ask assistance. Sometimes it's happier when we work with other people, so we don't have to go through our responsibilities alone. Now let's try to see how this will further unfold. Okay, it might lead to heartache. Okay, oftentimes when we are preoccupied with a lot of things, sometimes we get to be a little reckless with the words we say, or our patience will not be as long, or as we will not be as patient as we would usually be. So I feel you also need to be careful also with your words. So really you need to have some time to protect yourself. When you are busy and doing a lot of things, you get attention also from other people. And sometimes when you get attention from other people, not everyone who is attracted to you will have good motives. Some of them might take advantage of you. Some of them might become jealous of the accomplishment that you are doing, and it could lead to heartaches in the future. Also, at the same time, if you are preoccupied with a lot of things, sometimes the choices we make might not be as best as we would when we are relaxed and composed. So we need to really slow down to avoid heartaches in the future. Whether heartaches because you might have conflict with other people, heartaches because you might choose the wrong people to help you, heartaches because you might neglect your attention to your loved ones, so that sooner or later it might lead to conflict, or loved ones being distanced from you, and later on it might put a strain in your relationship. So you really need to spend time to really uh, provide quality time for yourself and for your relationships, so that you can avoid pains in the future. So uh, maybe you need to just acquire a certain balance. It's good to be efficient in work, but at the same time, you should have time for quality moments with with the people who are important in your lives, and at the same time also time for yourself, so that you will continue to be attractive, beautiful, and peaceful. When we are too preoccupied with work, sometimes we also neglect ourselves, our appearance, and our health. And what happens is it might put a strain in your relationship in the future. Uh, when we don't have any more time with our loved ones, it can also lead to possible heartaches in the future. So somehow, you need to slow down a bit to avoid this one. Remember, this is just a possible future. You can avoid it depending on the choices that we make. So as long as you give quality time for yourself and your family, as you give quality time also in your work and your responsibilities, maybe you can avoid this future heartache. Now, what is the advice of the universe for you? You see here, we have here the judgment cards. You need to set yourself free, and the universe is willing to help set you free. So try to see which are the burdens here that you can let go, and which are the things that you are trying to balance right now that is no longer making you happy. Maybe it's time for you to let it go. So try to see, no, set yourself free. For me, the message of the judgment card here is free yourself from unnecessary burdens. And when you're free also, you'll be more cheerful and more attractive. And so you will avoid also future heartaches in a certain sense. And also, you will not lose your when you care for yourself, then you are able to maintain yourself at the source of your happiness. If you are the source of your happiness, even if you will have some strains in relationships, you will still remain happy, and you will still be able to handle your situations maturely. So I feel there's a need for you to really let go and set yourself free from unnecessary additional burdens. Now let's go to the second part, which is insights at twilight. For our insights at twilight, the message comes from Nora Ephron, and the message is, above all, be the heroine of your life, not the victim. Well, when we look at it, sometimes if we try to relate it to our tarot card reading, here is a person trying to juggle a lot of things. And sometimes the reason why we juggle a lot of things is because it's difficult for us to say no. We need to have good boundaries and have the courage to say no if we think that we will be able to be more efficient if we are only handling a few things. The more things we handle in our hands, the less effective we become. So we need to choose our battles. We do not have to fight all the battles. We need to choose our battles. So above all, be the heroine of your life. We need to decide which are the things that we will handle, which are the things that sets us on fire, those things that are not helpful to us, those things that we feel we can entrust to other people's hands. We should honestly say, I think I will be able to serve you better if you allow me to have just these things to do. And maybe you can entrust the other things to other people. In order for you to be a hero, sometimes all you need to do is to concentrate on your strengths and you shine in those things. We learn to choose the battle. We learn to choose where we can contribute the most. And at the same time, heroes also take time to rest, take time to retreat from the battle in order to recuperate, to regain newer resources so that they will be fresh again for newer battles. So it's important for you to be the hero or heroine of your battles. And to be that, you need to choose your battles. And you don't have to fight the battle alone. When you fight a battle, you can have allies to help you. And each ally have their own strength. And we need to discern where each one can contribute so that the whole group can be able to attain the goals that you have set to accomplish. So I feel that that's the message for you right now. Be proactive, choose your battles, learn to say no if there's a need to say no. And if you are able to do that, then it's easy for you to be the hero. The hero is the one who is in control of the battle and not the victim. The victim has that feeling of helplessness. And oftentimes, if you are not able to say no to everything that is requested of you, then sooner or later you will truly become a victim. You will feel helpless in the situation that you are in, and you will be less efficient. In order to maintain efficiency, we need to choose our battles. So that's it for today. I hope you were able to gain the necessary insights for your present life situation. Thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again soon. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.